Hi everybody and welcome to my Unruly Housewife channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this quick, easy little pendant using polymer clay and cutters from the new ranges by Debbie Bulford. And I've got the packet here. This one's called Eggshell, this collection, Shape Cutters number 5. And you can check out Debbie's website. Where is it? There it is. www.debbiebulforddesigns.co.uk and find out how to buy these. Now, I have actually shown you when I did a review of her cutters a pendant like this, and it had a zigzag pattern, but that was one that I wasn't allowed to show you how to do because you have to pay the original person for the tutorial. So I'm going to show you this, which is a kind of marbling feathering effect. And I have done a video on it before, but I'm going to do it applied to this pendant. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get on with it. To make this design, the first thing we need are loads of strands of clay in different colours of your choice. I'm using Primo today, and we just want to make a load of strands, not knock the camera, and then just gather them up together like this. We get all our strands, and make sure you've got dark colours, light colours, a nice mixture that go together, and we're going to roll them like this into a kind of sausage. Seems really weird to be filming with lighting after doing it by daylight for a while. I'm going to twist and twist because the pattern on this is very small. It's quite a small thing, so I've got to get my lines of colours small. So I'm going to roll it and I'm going to squish it together like this. Oops, trying not to bend the ends up too much. Struggling for space here. This is just a quick video really. I'm going away tomorrow for a few days, and I thought I want to get a video done before I go. So this is going to be no time wasting whatsoever. So here is our little twisty twist. You could do all kinds of things, double it over and stuff, but I think this is complicated enough for what I'm going to do. So I'm going to flatten it off slightly with a rolling pin, and then I'm going to put it through my pasta machine on setting number 2, which is sort of sturdy but not too thick. So here it is, and I actually started to put it through on number 3 like an idiot, so let's cut that off. Now I've got to make sure first of all that it's big enough for my cutter, and it is. So the first thing you need to do is use a cocktail stick to draw the pattern along on the clay. Whoops. And we're just going to start, I'm going to start from the bottom, I think, and I'm going to draw lines. Now I'm not really cutting them into the clay, I'm not sort of sticking it in as much as I'm just dragging it along, and I'm going to leave quite small spaces because we're going to make quite a small design. And that's really as wide as I want to go. Some of these aren't terribly even, but it's not the end of the world. Once you've done that, loosen it off, turn it around. You might be able to turn your whole tray, your whole tile around, and then you go the other way and you go between the lines that you did before. I'm going a bit squiggly here because I'm having to do it like at quite a distance. This is going to be a bit of a jazzy, much jazzier design than I was anticipating, but still. Keep going, huh? Okay, well that's very imperfect, but never mind. So now that we have this, we can put it onto backing sheet, and that's been put through at number 3. This is at number 2. I'm going to put that on there. Make sure there are no air bubbles. I think I'll turn it over and trim it so that I know where the clay is. And now I can put this all through on number 2. And you can see there it's made a really pretty design. I'm so sorry about my chair creaking continuously. I've bathed my chair in WD-40 today, but it's just still making that noise. So I put this through on number 2, and I'm just flattening it out a little bit. And it is quite imperfect, as we were saying. Just give it a bit more of a smooth. Normally everything would go in the direction of the lines, but I just wanted to get those little grooves out that were remaining. And you can see there, it's made a really pretty design. Before I cut out my shape, I want to find where it looks the best, and that's going to, I'm going to have it hanging sort of at this angle, so I can choose to have my lines going across, or I could have them diagonal. And you can, obviously you can get more than one shape out of this, but I'm just going to do this to show you what to do. I cannot believe the noise of this chair. Right, so I'm using my acrylic block because Debbie's cutters go in both directions. They can cut in both directions. And so I've used my acrylic block to cut that out. And I've actually managed to miss off a corner. Oh, good Lord. But again, it doesn't matter because I've already got a stunt one ready. But here you have it. It's number 2 thickness. It's got all the pattern on. And what I would do if it were it correctly made is pop it in the oven and bake it according to the manufacturer's instructions. I'll come back with the stunt one. Boom, I am back with my stunt pendant. And now I am going to apply a back to it, and let's have a look. I think I'll cut the back this way so that it's neat, and just press down with the acrylic block. There we have it. It's quite bizarre working from behind the camera. Now, here is my back of my pendant, and I'm just going to add some liquid clay to it. Now I'm not going to worry about where it goes. I'm using liquid Fimo, even though this is Primo. I've got a big bottle of liquid Fimo, so I'm going to use it up even though I swapped to Primo. I'm going to smear this all over the back of my pendant. Now I'm going to need a gap in this, but I'm not going to worry about that now. That's for later. Now I'll take this, just jab my nail in it of course, and I'm going to apply it to the pendant. And I'm going to have to watch myself do this quite carefully. Add it on, try and make sure there's no air bubbles. I usually find it's best to line it up with one edge. It's a little bit jagged. This is all going to be sanded. Just follow round and line it up as best you can with the edges, and the liquid clay helps just slide it around a bit. You might have to, you know, sort of push in towards the centre if it starts to spread out. Cat hair there, of course. If you haven't seen my channel before, I have 6 cats, so go me. I must be mad. Okay, so that's kind of lining up now. I'm going to trim it later, but what I want to do now is I want to hang it up. Now, oops, I keep punching my light today, so it fell over just now. you can see here how I've decided to hang this, and what you can do if you want to practice with what angle you're going to hang it at is simply put a bit of like washi tape or something over the back of your thread, just on your original pendant before the backing goes on, and then you'll be able to see like how it hangs, and this will hang really nicely once I'm wearing it. It sort of tips a little when it's in mid-air, but once it's on you it hangs really nicely. And so I know that I want to go across the corner like that, but you can use your washi tape to figure it out. So now I've got this pendant, so I know I want to go across that corner. So what I'm going to do is just put this across the corner like that. Can you see what I've done there? And then I'm going to lay it down, and I'm putting a cocktail stick either side of that and pressing down on them. Now I'm doing it from like a really weird distance away from behind the camera, but hopefully you'll be like closely looking at it. And you need one either side, because as soon as you press down on one, it kind of moves the cocktail stick. So if you have one either side, do you see what I mean? You can do it. Now I've got to find a position that I can do it in. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Okay, so I think I found a position that I can work in. And I'm just going to push those down either side of it. So that one's holding it where I want it, and that one's closing it off. Let's see if that works. Okay, do that with your head over it. Don't do it from behind a camera. All right, so that's worked reasonably well. I've pushed rather hard there because I'm, well, I'm doing it from a funny angle. And so now we have this nicely fixed in place, and we're going to have a nice gap there for the thread to go through. Now I can go around, square this up a little bit. I can push it down. I can trim it if I want to, but I'm going to sand all this afterwards anyway. So let's get it as best as I can, get as neat as I can. Oops. And I've got that where I want it to be too. And this really is a case of just fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. If you want to use your knife to trim it, you know, if it's really overhanging, you could do that. Make sure you hold it fairly square to the piece, because otherwise it's going to go a bit weird. But yeah, just go around and fiddle with that to your heart's content, trimming and fixing until it's how you want it. And even if it's not how you want it, you're going to sand it anyway. And for this, I would use this like wet and dry sandpaper. I use that one. So I would start with 400, go 600, 800, 1000 to make it look really nice. Don't sand it too much on the front because you've got that nice pattern and you don't want to mess it up. But you can sand it down the sides and make it as smooth as you like. Once you've got it how you want it, then you can lay it down on a piece of paper, because I don't want the front to go shiny. And then take out that cocktail stick and out. Give it a little twist and pull it. Not too bad. Make sure you can see the light through it there. I really squished this down, but as I said, you'll do it more gently because you won't be doing it from 3 feet away. And then you will put this in the oven and bake it again according to manufacturer's instructions. Once it comes out of the oven, it will look like this. You can sand it, make it all beautiful, get the back all nice and smooth, do all the edges like that to square them up, thread through your leather, and there you have it, a really pretty little pendant, and put what findings you like on the ends. Okay, so that was just a quick tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going away for a few days, as I said, but when I come back I will attempt at some point to do the Chinese pendant that I'd made with Debbie's cutters, because everybody thought that was really fun. Alright, thank you for watching. I love you all.